This is OnePlus 9 review. In this account, we talk about technology, gadget, marketing, and whatever we want. So let's get started. The OnePlus 9 comes with a fix for the most glaring flaw of prior OnePlus flagships. The OnePlus 9 is the first attempt to right the ship, and the improvements are noticeable, with better color fidelity and improved low light performance. The OnePlus 9 packs the new Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chipset, and while the 8GB/128GB or 12GB, 256GB RAM and storage options are the same as for its predecessor, they're on a par with other flagship phones in its price range. The OnePlus 9 launched on March 23 and is available to buy now in the US. The OnePlus 9 starts at $729, £629, about $940 for the 8GB of RAM, 128GB of storage model, while bumping that up to 12GB of RAM, 256GB of storage raises the price to £729, about $829, $1,070. The OnePlus 9 comes in three colors: the light purple winter mist with a gradient effect, the light blue Arctic sky with matte finish, and the glossy astral black. There's no getting around it, the OnePlus 9 has a very similar design to its predecessor, the OnePlus 8T, aside from the obviously different camera block. It has the same glass-fronted 6.55-inch display and glass back as its predecessor, and the same lock button and signature OnePlus ring/vibrate/silent toggle on the right side and volume rocker button on the left, all of which are in easy reach when you're casually holding the phone. There's also the same USB-C port on the bottom with a speaker to the right, as well as a second speaker out of the earpiece. Its frame is plastic, not metal. Also, the OnePlus 9 is IP68 rated for dust and water resistance. The OnePlus 9 looks much like other flagships in its more affordable tier. That is, the materials are high quality, but it lacks some of the flourishes of the priciest phones. As previously mentioned, the OnePlus 9 has a 6.55-inch AMOLED display, with a full HD Plus resolution, 2400 by 1080, screen. It produces sharp, vibrant visuals, much like the display on its predecessor. The screen is only broken up by a punch hole in the top left corner for the front-facing camera. It has an in-screen fingerprint sensor, which we found only read or print reliably when our finger was upright in relation to the phone. The display has a 120Hz refresh rate, which in practice means a much smoother visual experience when you're browsing apps or scrolling your social feeds. Games that support up to 120 FPS should also benefit from this feature. The OnePlus 9 has a triple rear camera setup, though you'll probably only realize that you're using two of them. The 48MP main camera and 50MP ultra-wide camera are what you'll use most, while the 2MP monochrome sensor helps with low-light photography, and with black and white photos if you set the correct filter. The OnePlus 9 unquestionably takes better photos than its predecessors. In side-by-side comparisons, the color range is not just more true to life, the camera captures more detail in surface textures and shadows. This improved color reproduction is evident in images taken with both rear cameras, the 48MP main and 50MP ultra-wide. The latter camera also packs an extra surprise, a specialty macro mode that captures up-close photos that are easily better than those shot on other phones with designated macro lenses, including the OnePlus 8T. The OnePlus 9 has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 and 8GB or 12GB of LPDDR5 RAM and 128GB or 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage, which puts it on par with the Samsung Galaxy S21, at least on paper. OnePlus 9 doesn't have expandable storage, meaning you'll have to live with either 128GB or 256GB and rely on the cloud if you run out of room. The OnePlus 9 runs Android 11, as well as OnePlus UI, presenting the usual combination of clean interface and helpful menu features. The OnePlus 9 is a 5G-capable phone, but it doesn't support M-Wave, only mid and sub-6 bands. The OnePlus 9 has a 4,500 mAh battery, which is substantial, and should get you through the day, though there are other flagship phones with larger batteries. The OnePlus 9's real advantage lies in its charging speeds. You get the Warp Charge 65T charger in the box, which OnePlus CEO Pete Lau claims will charge the phone to 100% in just under half an hour, and also has 15 watts Qi wireless charging. It's a development that debuted in the OnePlus 8T, which recharged from 0 to 100% in just under 40 minutes with its Warp Charge 65 charger, The OnePlus 9 shaves nearly 10 minutes off that time with improvements to the power brick, hence the T in the Warp Charge 65T name.